Hey everyone, welcome to ClubCal Online. I'm Grace and I'm here with Emily, and we are going to take you through a strength upper class. For today's class, you'll need a few things. We have a yoga mat, if you guys have a mat or just some comfortable space on the floor. And then we also have a bench. For you guys at home, you can use a chair, a bench, a coffee table, just something to do some bench squats with. And then we also have a pair of rings for ring rows if you guys have rings at home, or something that you can do rows with. All right, once you guys have that, we're gonna start warming up, and we're actually gonna start on the floor. We're gonna come to hands and knees, and we're gonna start with some cat-cows. So we'll watch Emily here. She's gonna come on to hands and knees. Her wrists are right under the shoulders, knees under hips. And then from here, you guys are just gonna arch your back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, take your chin up towards the ceiling, and then you're gonna tuck your chin, round your spine, really widen your shoulder blades here. And then we're just gonna go back and forth just like that for about 30 seconds at your own pace. We're just kind of getting some blood flow into the spine, into the shoulders, especially. Also starting to warm up those hands and wrists really lightly here. Beautiful. And you're welcome to take any other movements that feel good. You can stick with the cat-cow, or if you want to kind of move your spine around in a different way. Yeah, Emily's going a little side to side. Whatever feels good here, just kind of waking up the body. Excellent. Let's go for about 10 more seconds. Get a little bit more movement in here. Again, just whatever feels good. Good, and go ahead and rest. The next thing we're gonna do is a scap shrug and a plank. So you guys are gonna set up in a plank, and you can stay on hands and knees if you'd like. From here, you're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together and then widen them. We're gonna go for 30 seconds and begin. Beautiful. Emily's staying up on her toes. You guys are welcome to come down onto your knees for this one if you need to. It's very similar to our cat-cow, but this time we're just moving the shoulders. We're not arching and rounding the spine. We're just retracting the shoulders, squeezing them together, and then protracting them and widening them. Excellent. Let's get a couple more good reps in here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good. You guys can relax. The next warm-up movement that we're gonna do is called a swimmer. So you're gonna lie on your belly for this one, chest and chin on the ground. You're gonna start with your hands on your back. You're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift the arms up, keep them lifted. Just make sure I'm not gonna hit you there. You're gonna bring the arms above head, and then all the way back, keeping your hands as high as you can through the whole movement. I'm gonna move this bench a little bit for you. We got 30 seconds here, guys. Perfect. Good, good, good. And again, the goal here is just to keep the elbows as high as possible through the full movement. Good. And again, all we're doing here is just warming up those shoulders, getting some blood flow into those joints here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. The last warm-up movement we're gonna do is just some wrist push-ups, just to get the wrists warmed up. We are gonna be on our hands a little bit today, so we wanna give these guys some love. So you're gonna be on hands and knees, shoulders right on top of wrists. From here, we're just gonna come up onto that first knuckle, and then really slow back down. And we're gonna do this for about 30 seconds. We do this one a lot, but there's a good reason for it. It's a great, great way to warm up the wrists, to strengthen our forearms, especially for skills like our handstand. Nice, Emily, that's perfect. We're about halfway. Should be feeling a nice steady burn through those forearms. Excellent. And again, try to slow down that negative as much as you can, just really controlling it on the way down. Perfect. 3, 2, and rest. Good, good. We're gonna go through those warm-up movements one more time. Let's start with those scap shrugs in a plank or hands and knees. Ready? All right, and begin. Good, good, good. And really try to get as much range of motion through those shoulders as you can, bringing the shoulders as close together as you can, and then widening them as much as possible. We're gonna use both of those shoulder positions in today's class. Very nice. We got about 10 more seconds. Really pull the ribs up and in, supporting the low back. Yes. 3, 2, and rest. Very nice. Next up, we got those swimmers. So we're down on our bellies. 30 seconds and begin. Good, good. Try to keep the chest on the floor as much as possible. It is going to make it more challenging. Yes, good. Also great mobility for our handstands, right? That overhead position with the shoulders. That is our handstand shape. Good, good, good. We got 10 more seconds here. Make sure you guys are keeping it in a pain-free range of motion. If any part of this movement doesn't feel good on those shoulders, maybe bring the hands a little closer to the floor. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent. This time, instead of the wrist push-ups, we're just gonna stretch our wrists. So we're gonna bring palms down, fingers forward, straighten out those elbows, and we're just gonna lean forward until you feel a stretch. Gonna try to keep those elbows straight, yeah. And feel free to move it around a little bit here, maybe some side to side, some forward and back movement, whatever feels good. We're gonna do a little basic push-pull today, some push-ups, some bench dips, some rows. It's gonna be a good time. And go ahead and turn the fingers backwards. So now fingers face you, and you're gonna lean back into it. Same thing, trying to keep the elbows straight. You can move around a little bit if that feels good. Excellent. All right. We are actually going to start off today with a little bit of core. We're going to do some planks. You guys are going to do a front plank, a reverse plank, and a side plank, 30 seconds each side. So options here. First one is just a regular plank, right? Elbows are straight, wrists are right underneath the shoulders, and we want that nice protracted position. Option here is to either drop to the knees. You can also be down on the forearms, right? If this is a lot on your wrists, you're welcome to go to forearms. I challenge you though, if you're able to stay on those hands. It's a great way to strengthen the wrist. Then we're gonna take it into a reverse plank. So you're gonna flip it over. Hands are behind you this time. Option 1 is bent knees, and you can just kind of hang here in this reverse tabletop. Option 2, straight legs, roll the shoulders back, hold it here. Then we're gonna finish with a side plank. So feet together, hand on the ground, lifting the hips up and holding this top arm. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay, options here to be on the forearm, or you can drop to the knees and use those if you need to. We're gonna do 3 rounds, 30 seconds of each. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, she's ready. Let's do it. We're gonna start off with our regular plank. We're gonna go plank, reverse plank, side plank, side plank. 3, 2, 1, and hold. And remember that shoulder position, we want protracted shoulders. Yes, nice fix. So we want to widen the shoulders. We use this position in calisthenics a lot, especially when we're training planche. We want a nice protracted shoulders, getting that downward push. Beautiful. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to flip it over into that reverse plank, not taking a ton of rest here, just enough time to kind of transition to the next thing. And whatever way is comfortable for you. Yeah. And lift up. And she was just asking which directions the hand should face, which is a great question. For today's workout, matter of personal preference. If you can go backwards, great. If you need to turn them to the side a little bit, totally okay as well. And let's roll those shoulders back, squeeze them together. Yes. Very nice. 10 more seconds. So we're working our shoulders a lot on these ones, but also core. Front, side, and back. 3, 2, and 1. We're going into our first side on the side plank. You can pick whichever side you like best and begin. Beautiful. And one thing to keep in mind on this side plank, and Emily's crushing it there, keeping your shoulder away from your ear, right? We don't want to let the shoulder collapse up towards your neck. We really want as much space in between the neck and shoulder as possible. And remember those options here, guys. You can come down to the knees if you need to. You can drop it down to that forearm. She's making this look easy. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to flip it right over into the other side. And we're holding, and then same thing, we want to push those hips up towards the ceiling, drive the shoulder away from the ear, away from the neck. That's awesome. Good, guys, we're about halfway through this side. If those hips start to sag, let's drive them up towards the ceiling again. 10 seconds, awesome, awesome job. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. That's round 1. We're gonna do 2 more just like that. Take a second if you need to, maybe shake out those wrists. How you feeling so far? Good. Good, all right. Let's go again. Round 2, starting with that plank in 3, 2, and 1. We're just cruising through these, guys. And this is the pace that we're gonna keep up through all 3 rounds. Not a ton of rest, just enough to transition. If you guys at home, if you need more rest in between these rounds, please feel free to pause the video, take a second, stretch the wrist, grab water if you need it, and join us back when you're ready. Excellent. Remember to push up through the middle of the back. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna flip it over. Reverse plank is next. And lift up. All right, all right. So as you guys noticed, last time she did the bent leg version, now she's trying out the straight leg version. Totally fine. You might not be doing the same variation all 3 rounds. That's okay, right? Maybe first round you're like, oh, that was too easy. Let me try something more challenging. Maybe it was too difficult, you scale it back. Totally fine. 10 more seconds here. Good, good. Yep, roll those shoulders back, push the chest up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. We got side planks. We're just cruising right through these today, and hold. Yes, that's awesome. Remember our options here: forearm, come to the knees, or both if you need to. And let's stay strong to that shoulder. If you feel that shoulder starting to sink, maybe drop to your knees, right? We want to find a variation where we can keep that shoulder really supported. 5, 3, 2, and other side. And hold. By now, you guys are probably feeling those shoulders. Also probably core, right? We worked the front of our core in the plank. We worked the back of our core in the reverse plank. Now with those side planks, we're hitting those obliques. So you're probably feeling 360 degrees of work here in the core. We got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Beautiful. All right, we've got 1 more round. Take a second if you need to shake out those wrists or stretch them out. All right, ready for last round? Mm-hmm. Sweet. All right, we're doing it, guys. Again, if you need a little bit more rest time, pause the video, take a break. When you're ready, join us. All right, we got that plank. Last round, 30 seconds in. Of course, yeah. 3, 2, and 1. All right, and as you guys can see, Emily's going down to her forearms this time. Totally fine. Your last round is not gonna feel the same as the first round. You're a little bit more fatigued by now. Please be listening to those wrists, be listening to your shoulders. Take whatever variation is challenging for you, but it's also gonna keep your body safe. We got 10 more seconds here. And even if you're on your forearms, you can still create that protraction through the shoulders, right? Pushing those shoulder blades apart, creating that nice wide upper back. And rest. That one was a little over 30. Just got to talking. Extra 5 seconds there for you. And reverse plank, 3, 2, and 1. lift up, roll the shoulders back. Excellent. And this one, unfortunately, has to be done on the hands. There isn't really a forearm variation. So if your wrists are bothering you here, you can play with some different hand positions. You can turn the hands out to the side. You can even turn them forward and just see how that feels on those wrists. Almost there. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, we got side plank 30 on each side. Then we're going to take a little bit of a stretch here, all right? And lift up. Beautiful. We got a really nice line here from Emily. Her hips are up towards the ceiling. Good, she's not piking in the hips. She's really straight through her body line. Halfway there. And this last round's probably the toughest, right? We're a little more tired, so really fight for that shape. Push the shoulder away from the ear. Drive the hips up towards the ceiling. Last 3, 2, and rest. Good, good. All right. And begin. Other side. This is it, guys. We got 30 seconds of work, then a little bit of a break. Awesome, awesome job. Keep those hips pushing nice and high. And again, if that shoulder starts to collapse, drop a knee, maybe drop both knees. We want to keep that shoulder supported. Awesome, awesome job. We're almost there. Whoa. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're going to stretch the wrists a little bit before we move on. So you're going to bring the backs of the hands down to the floor, fingers face you. If you're able to, you're going to try to straighten out those elbows. If you can't quite do that yet, you can keep them bent. Good. How's those shoulders feeling?
Good.
Excellent. Warmed up. Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, now we're going to go into some upper body push. We're going to superset push-ups with some bench dips. So options for your push-ups here, we're going to do 10 reps, by the way, so kind of keep that in mind as you choose your variation. You can do push-ups on your toes. And the main thing I want you guys to focus on is that shoulder position. So it's really common and easy when we do push-ups to let the shoulders sink, right? To let the shoulders go up to the ears or retract. What we want is shoulders away from the ears and in that nice protracted position. Then you're going to push up, down and up, okay? Other options are to use the bench or chair or whatever you have at home. I'm going to just step right in front of you here. And then same thing, right? Shoulders away from ears. We're not letting them collapse. And you push up. And you guys at home can adjust the height as needed. If 10 reps on that height is too difficult, maybe you can find a table or something or a countertop, something that's a little bit higher to allow you to do 10 reps. Then we're going to pair that with 10 bench dips. So you're going to bring your hands to the edge of your chair, bench, legs are out front. Your butt is right next to that bench. You're going to bend the elbows, lower down, push back up. If you need to, bend those knees, get your feet close to your body. That'll make it a little bit easier, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so pick your poison for your push-ups. Emily's going on her toes. Amazing. Let's set it up. And 1. Yes, 2. Try to keep the elbows fairly close to your ribs on this one. 3. Good. 4. Nice and low here. 5. Yeah. 6. Shoulders away from ears. 7. Yes. 8. Pull the ribs in. Nice. 9. And 10. Woo. Good work. Okay. We got our 10 push-ups. We're going to go right into our 10 dips. And how low you go will kind of depend on your shoulder flexibility. So you guys can kind of gauge that. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome, she's rocking it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, easy peasy. We're gonna take a quick rest and then we're gonna do that again. So as we rest, we're gonna take a shoulder stretch. So you're gonna lie on your belly. You're gonna bring one elbow up so palm faces the ceiling, and you're gonna roll over on top of that arm until you feel a stretch. Good, and let's actually bring this guy out just a little bit, perfect. If you're able to, you can interlace the hands behind your back. Yep, she's going there. If not, you can just keep the other hand on the floor. So this is a similar shoulder position as the bottom of our dip, right? So if you're not able to get low due to your shoulder flexibility, this stretch can kind of help you get there. Let's take it to the other side. Feel that stretch in the shoulder? Yeah. It's nice, right? Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. So as we go into round 2, you guys have done this once. You know what it feels like. Make adjustments as needed. Other options too, especially with those push-ups, you can kind of mix up the reps. Maybe you start on the floor, then you move to the bench if you need to. Maybe you start on a lower platform, move to a higher one for the last few reps. Find something that's challenging for you. All right, ready for round 2? Yep. Let's do it. All right, good solid push-ups here, shoulders away from ears. And let's set it up. And 1. Good. 2, 3, 4. Good. A little lower if you can. 5. Yes. 6, 7. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. 8. Woo. 9. You got it. You got it. You got it. And 10. Yeah, there we go. And that's kind of where we want to be, right? Those last few reps should be a struggle. If you do 10 reps and feel like you could do 5 more, it's probably too easy. You might need a harder variation. Okay, we got dips. And 1, 2, 3, 4. She's crushing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, there it is. That's the level of struggle that we want. Okay, gonna take another rest, and this time we're gonna stretch using the bench. So you're actually just gonna have a seat on the floor. You're gonna keep your hands on the bench like you would for your dip, and you're just gonna roll those elbows back and squeeze them together, and you should feel a similar stretch that you did on the ground. So same muscles, same muscles, different position.
Push them together?
Yeah, so pull the elbows back. Do you feel a stretch through here? Mm-hmm. Perfect, perfect. Beautiful. Coming up next, guys, we have our last round, push-ups, dips. Again, find a variation that is challenging, but also doable for the full 10 reps. All right?
All right.
Let's do it. All right, starting with those push-ups, last set. Let's make them really good, really clean. And 1. Yeah, 2. A little lower if you can. 3. Yeah. 4, 5, yeah, and you can move to the bench too if you need to. 6, 7, 8, good, good, good. 9, nice and low, nice and low. And 10, yes, good, good, good. All right, we're moving to the bench. 10 reps here. And 1, 2, very nice. 3, 4, 5, good, good. Stay with it, guys. 6, yeah, remember you can bend the knees too if you need to. 7, there we go. 8, yes, 9, and 10. So nice, guys. Those arms should be feeling like jello by now. Yeah, that's good though. That's exactly what we want. We want those last reps to be really difficult, close to failure. That's how you're gonna get stronger. We're gonna take a quick stretch and then we're gonna finish with some rows. So we're gonna use our bench here to stretch. You're gonna bring your knees right up to the bench. Elbows are gonna come to that bench or chair. Hands are on the shoulders and you're gonna push those armpits down. You can also bring palms together if you'd like. This is gonna give you a really nice tricep stretch, which is one of the main muscles that we used for both of those movements, right? Oh, yeah. Push-ups and, yeah, that hit the spot. Yeah. Yes, all right. Let's hang here for a full minute. Let's just enjoy it. Don't get too cozy because we do have more work to do, but enjoy that stretch on the triceps. We're gonna finish with a little bit of pulling, so slightly different muscle groups. Beautiful. Take some deep breaths here. Good, yep, enjoy that upper body stretch. $15 more seconds. 3, 2, and come on out. All right, you guys, we are gonna finish with a little bit of pull conditioning. This is where you're gonna need your rings or whatever you might be using for rows. And we're gonna do 30 reps, ground rows, but you guys can break it up however you want. You don't have to do 30 reps in a row. If you can crank out 30 reps in a row, awesome. If you need to do like a set of 10 and then shake it out, and then another set of 10, we're just kind of accumulating that volume. So you're gonna grab your rings. You're gonna start, depending on how strong you are, what your level of challenge is, the most challenging variation is gonna be all the way underneath the rings. You're gonna turn the palms in and pull up, okay? If that's a little bit too challenging, you're gonna walk your feet back and find a variation that's challenging enough, but also doable, okay? You ready? So this is it, guys. We're gonna do 30 reps, either 30 in a row or sets of 10 or sets of 5, and then we'll stretch. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Feet all the way together or slightly apart?
Personal preference. You can bring the feet together, or if it gives you better balance to have them slightly apart, that's fine too. Okay. And then just like we did with those push-ups, we want shoulders depressed, right? So away from the ears the whole time. You're gonna start with palms forward. Yes. All right, whenever you guys are ready, you can start your 30 reps. And here she goes. There's 1, 2, you're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's got really smooth, clean reps here. 8, 9, and 10. Got more? Oh yeah, yeah, 11. And let's try to get all the way up here, so full range of motion. 12, 13. So smooth, good. And here's 15. Couple more. Rest. Take a rest, okay. All right, so she's doing half and half. Yeah, shake it out, take whatever time you need. You guys at home, do as many as you can, and make sure they're full range of motion, right? If your rows start looking like this, just call it, take a second, get back to it when you've had a little bit of time. So we wanna make sure that the reps that we are doing are really good full range of motion. Here's where awesome. All right, she's picking up where she left off. You guys at home, work at your own pace, whatever that looks like. And there's 16. 17, 18, 19, good, 20, she's got those really nice full range reps here, 21, good, good, 22, 23, good job, you got it, there's 24, there's 25, good, you got 5 more, or you can take a rest. 26, woo, there's the struggle. 27, yep. 28. Yes, 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 yes. And if you need to, maybe back the feet up a little, just a tad bit for these last 2 reps so you can get all the way. Yeah, there we go. 29. And that's 30. Excellent, excellent job. How's those arms feeling?
Like jelly.
Like jelly. Excellent. All right. You guys at home, if you guys are still working on your 30 reps, keep going until you get all your reps. We're going to go ahead and start stretching those arms. If you need more time to finish your reps, pause the video, then rejoin us when you're ready to stretch. All right, let's stretch it out. We're going to come down onto the floor. You can lie on your belly. And we're going to take what's called a capsule stretch. So you're going to bring your right arm underneath your body, palm face up, and then this other arm is just out front, and you're going to feel a stretch on that right shoulder. And the hard stuff is done, so now you guys can just relax. You can take some deep breaths. Good. And if this is uncomfortable for you guys to have your body weight on top of the arm, come up, have a seat, and just pull that arm across your chest with your opposite arm. Both are going to stretch the same part of the shoulder. Lying on your belly just allows you to kind of use the weight of your chest to push down on that arm. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Bring that other arm under. Perfect. And same thing here, just relax, push that opposite armpit down. Take some deep breaths here, really slow down that exhale. We want to calm the nervous system at the end of our workout so our bodies can start recovering as soon as possible. And go ahead and release it. Come on up. Maybe take a few shoulder rolls here. Going forward, going back. Good. Awesome. Good. And go ahead and release from that. Awesome job today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.